Welcome to Why Voices, and I am fired up, guys. Hey, I got some good stuff. I got some good news for you guys. You guys need to pay attention. I'm giving you guys the cheat code the rest of the year on some companies that you guys have got to get in. I've been breaking down all the big dogs. You guys need to go back through the catalog that's set out before you look at these videos. Like and subscribe them. Send them out to your friends. We are setting ourselves up to make a lot of money. We're in war and it is a buyer's market. Trust me, it's a buyer's market. So I'm giving you guys a cheat code. This is not financial advice, but I'll be breaking down the charts. I'm gonna be getting into the charts. All my videos, I get into the charts. Sometimes most of the time it's at the back of the presentation. But hey, from what it looks like, we're in a buyer's market. Today I'm gonna be breaking down a big one of the big dogs, Microsoft. Microsoft, the quiet giant that runs the world. Microsoft, the quiet giant that runs the world. Let's talk about a company you use every day without even realizing it. Microsoft. This isn't just the place that made Windows, the company behind laptops. Yeah, is Microsoft. Company behind Xbox, your cloud apps, your AI tools, your workplace software, and even half of the internet. Yeah, you got to bring up the name Microsoft. Yes, Microsoft is the company that's quietly powering everything. And now it's stepping into its loudest era. Let me say that again. Microsoft soon will be stepping into its loudest era. What Microsoft actually do? What is it that Microsoft actually do? I'm glad you young adults asked that question. Well, Microsoft is a technology empire with multiple billions. I'm talking multiple billions dollars of business. Windows, think about it, is still the backbone of the global computer. Office, I know you guys heard about Microsoft 365. Yeah, Microsoft 365. Azure, their cloud platform. They're number two in the whole world, right behind AWS. And I'll be breaking down AWS in the future, you guys. You guys are slipping on AWS right now. You can get it at a steal. I peeked at it the other day, and yeah, we're gonna talk about that. Okay, Microsoft is also responsible for Xbox gaming, and you guys love Call of Duty. That's Microsoft. Minecraft. That's Microsoft. Microsoft is responsible for LinkedIn, the World Professional Network. Microsoft is responsible for AI, Copilot. Yeah, Copilot is going to be on everybody's phone right now. Uh, you know, uh, the future just looks great, guys. Where you could just get on your phone and get any kind of information you want. It's beautiful. Azure AI, the deep integration with Open AI. All of this is coming from Microsoft. Okay, enterprise software, security. They're in everything, man. Security. They're into servers, developer tools, and more. This isn't a one product company. Microsoft is not a one product company. It's a hybrid. Yeah. Cut off one head. and 10 more still printing hard, cold cash money. Yeah, it's not no one-dimensional company. This company is huge. And I always tell you young adults, y'all fractional shares, you don't have to buy whole shares. Buy fractional shares of this, okay? I'm gonna get into the charts in just a little bit because now's a good time to buy. We're gonna see where it was under the Biden-Harris administration, and then we're gonna see how far it has fell that you guys can get it for still now, okay? Microsoft, what does it look like in the future? Well, AI is everywhere. That's because Microsoft is embedding AI into every product. I'm talking about Word, Excel, Teams, Windows, Azure, Xbox. Yeah, that's all Microsoft. They're not just using AI, they're building the infrastructure for the world. Think about it. This company is building infrastructure for the world. Yeah, for the whole world that AI is will be running on. We talked about, I think in a couple of other videos about the data centers that they're building. But not only that, when you think about Microsoft, you got to think about their cloud dominance. Oh yeah, Azure, yeah, Microsoft product, okay, is growing fast. And companies are shifting everything nowadays into the clouds. Microsoft is becoming the digital landlord of the global economy. Okay? Microsoft is responsible for gaming. Okay? Metaverse is here. Okay? The digital world. Okay? Yeah, this is all Microsoft. And I like to always talk about the balance sheet. I tell you, young investors, whenever you invest in a company, just don't throw your money out there. At least look at the company and check out the balance sheet. And that's exactly what I did, guys. I looked at the balance sheet on Microsoft revenue. Check this out. 200 billion annually. Whoa. Cash on hand, tens of billions, sitting just ready to be used for acquisitions. Their debt, I checked their debt out. Their debt is manageable and easy covered because they're sitting on tens of billions in just hard cold cash sitting on the side. Their profit margins, I always tell you guys to look at the profit margins of the company. And guess what? Microsoft's profits margin is the highest in the tech industry. Yeah, free cash flow. Microsoft is a monster that prints money like a mint. Yeah, I'm talking about Microsoft. Yeah, young investors, this is the type of balance sheet that lets a company buy Activision for $69 billion. Nothing to them. They invest billions into OpenAI. They build massive AI supercomputers. And they pay a dividend. Okay? Yeah. Quarterly cash coming back for the people that invest in Microsoft that's being put right back into your pocket every quarter. Okay? And then they've been buying back stock here lately because they already know when the market goes down, that's time to buy everything that you could buy up. And believe me, I'm getting me some Microsoft. This is not financial. Uh, I'm not telling you guys what to do. I just show y'all what I'm doing. I'm getting me some Microsoft. It's at the dip. Keep buying it on dip. We're going to get into the charts in just a little bit. But before we get into the charts, I just want to talk about what does the Bears think about it? Yeah, what does the Bears think about it? And I hate to call them haters, but to me, they're hating on them. Okay, even the haters have to stretch to find a weakness in Microsoft. You know, they saying stuff like Microsoft is too big to grow fast. You know, competition in AI is heating up. Cloud growth might slow. This is what they talking about. Yeah, they talked about volatility is high. Basically, the bears think that Microsoft is too successful, which is a funny problem to have. Being too successful is a funny problem to have, but that's what the bears think. Okay, now let's look at what the bulls are thinking, because I'm bullish on this company, you know, and the reason I'm bullish is because Microsoft is the AI leader. Okay, uh, they got cloud. They got a cloud powerhouse in Azure. They got the gaming empire. Okay, the enterprise. They got enterprise software. They're the enterprise software king. They're the most, and not only that, they're the most diversified tech company on earth. Bulls believe that Microsoft will be the first true AIM trillionaire. Yeah, we betting our money that. Let me say that again. Microsoft will be the first AIM trillionaire compounder with growth coming from every direction. They don't just get money from one direction, but if you dig into Microsoft, man, they just grabbing money from all different directions. And I always like to tell you guys who Microsoft is partnering with. Microsoft has some strong partnerships. OpenAI, they partner with OpenAI, the engine behind Chat GPT and Copilot. It's everywhere right now. They partner with the big dog, NVIDIA, powering AI hardware. They partner with another big dog, Meta, you know, VR and AR and workplace integration. Okay? They partner with SAP, Oracle, okay, Adobe, uh, enterprises in the cloud and their cloud alliances. Uh, they're partnering with thousands of global corporations using Azure. Microsoft doesn't compete alone. It's building what I call ecosystem. That's what they're doing right now. Why Microsoft is a great investment for young investors? You know, buying those fractional shares and uh, this company, you know, that $40, that $20, that $50. I'm telling you why it's a great investment, because one, Microsoft is everywhere. Okay? Microsoft is growing. Microsoft is profitable. Microsoft is diversified. Microsoft, my young investors, is foolproof. Okay, Microsoft is the AI leader. Okay, they're a leader in the cloud. They're a leader in gaming. They're a leader in enterprise software. This, my young adults, is the type of company that doesn't just survive the future. Microsoft will create the future. And you got to remember what Warren Buffett taught us. He told us, be fearful when everybody else is greedy. Yeah, be fearful when everybody else is telling you to buy this or buy that, and you know, they just all hyped up being greedy. But he says, be greedy when others are fearful. And let me tell you, the market is very fearful right now because we're in war. And we're gonna jump into the charts a little bit. I just want to show you guys, because I always like to show y'all, back it up. I like to back it up with the charts. Yeah, let's go back. Let's go back 1 year ago. And we see an all-time high of $560. Y'all see that? 558.78. Okay. And then let's look at the year to date. We always go left to show you guys what happened back then. But then we're going to bring you all the way up to date. Okay. A year to date. We saw a high of up here $487. Okay. 6 months ago, though, you know, President Trump was in office. It did try to run, but it never got back up to that all-time high. But it ran back here to 567.23. Let me go ahead and put a pin there. Under the Trump administration, that's when they was just getting in office, right there. Just getting in there real good. And then, as you guys can see, let's look at the trend mark, 6 months. Yeah, it just started dropping. Yeah, I'm not making it up. I'm looking at the chart. Look how it dropped. Tried to rally a little bit there. And then we're going to go back 3 months ago. Yeah, it ran 3 months ago. Tried to run up a little bit. It ran to a high of 485.14. But that's still on a down trajectory from where the Biden-Harris administration left off. And we can see under Trump, it just continually start to fall. Yeah, 3 months ago. I even saw it down here. Shoot, 3 months ago, we saw all-time low of $354. That's a long ways from almost $600. You guys can see where it fell. Okay, let's just look back 1 month ago. You know, the trajectory, if y'all look at the trajectory, it's still, was on its way down. We still see the low of $54.46. Let me go ahead and mark that off right there so y'all can see that. Boom. All-time low, 354.46. Okay, and then I like looking at the trajectory. Highs kept going down 5 days ago. What we got here? There's a low of 356.95. It tried to run. It ran all the way up to all-time high of 378.60. It fell back down. This is just 5 days ago. Let's go ahead and get down here. Let's start opening it up and bring it all the way up to date. And 5 days ago, it rallied a little bit. It came down, went down to 366.57. Still way from where it was under Biden-Harris. And then I saw something kind of neat here. Let's look at today. Today, this is the day. It fell back down to 3. It tried to run up. And what did we finish off today? Today is Tuesday, April 7th, I believe. It finished today at 372.53. Hey guys, this is a buying opportunity for young investors to get in. Average cost down, get in now, start averaging costs down. I want you guys, if you guys are going to get in on this, y'all see it at, the 360s or it might even go lower than that, buy a fractional share, buy you $40, $50 worth of that. And then when it goes back down a little lower, buy some more. But this is a buying opportunity because we saw it at about $600. You guys start buying fractional shares and averaging costs down. When the market turns around, we get out of this war. Uh, we get a new administration in office. You guys gonna make a whole lot of money. Microsoft ain't going nowhere. You guys like this type of information? Hit the subscribe button, like it, share it to your friends. I'm just giving you guys good information that you guys can use. Buy those fractional shares up. Keep buying them up. And like I told you guys, the market goes down. The market goes down. But one thing we do know is true. Ever since the Trump administration came in, the banks have been pushing it down. They've been selling off, putting stuff in cash in their pockets. Yeah, but the company ain't going nowhere, you guys. Yeah, they're doing all their research. They're doing their new building. They're doing their behind the scenes stuff. And once we get out of this war, you need to have some Microsoft in your portfolio. I'm telling you guys, it's going to make a lot of money for you. It's not financial advice. I just tell you guys what I be looking at because I be buying them fractional shares just like you guys. Talk to you guys soon. Love all you guys.